Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of SWW Rush. This is D-Wall here with you on commentary, and if you would, please leave us a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for all notifications, and if you like, you can also join us as a member of the YouTube channel. You get loyalty badges and other custom features, and also you can subscribe to our Patreon and support the channel and everything we do here going forward. But tonight, we have a huge card lined up for you as Damian Daniels and Curtis Carter go one-on-one here tonight. But that is not all, folks. Like I said, a huge lineup here tonight on Rush, as we also have this match, a double debut, as Blade Andrews and Devlin Gray face off here tonight. But that's not all. In our other double debut match we'll get to in just a moment, also tonight, Johnny D and Jason Prince go one-on-one. And like I was going to say, our main event is also a double debut, as Millie Jordan takes on Raven Sylvester one-on-one here tonight. All that and so much more here on Rush. But right now, we're going to take it down to the ring, because the number one contender for the Rush Championships in the ring.
Club Rush. I would ask y'all how y'all doing, but I really don't give a damn. I'm out here for one reason and one reason only. You know, it just ceases to amaze me, everybody slinging this word respect around. You got these old dudes up in here hollering about respect us. And then you got you young punks up in here talking about respect us. What I'm trying to figure out, when the respect gonna be given to the real OGs, the ones that help put the bricks, that help build a foundation that you punks performing on now. But I don't see but one way to solve this problem. You cut the head off of the snake. So Rio De Niro, you can stop being Shannon's little fanboy for a minute. Why don't you put the juice box down and get your ass out here?
Well, like I said, the number one contender for the Rush Championship, Andre Simmons, calling out the champ, and it seems like we're going to get a response, as here comes the current Rush champion, Rio De Niro. He's not afraid of challenges, obviously. And it seems like he's going to give a response to Andre Simmons and the words that he just had to say regarding the word respect here on Rush. And honestly, that is a word that's been going around a lot, is the word respect. And if there's one person that locker room does respect right now, it is our current Rush champion.
Well, if it isn't the Bayou bad boy, Andre Simmons, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting this at all. I don't even think we've been properly introduced, fam. I'm your Rush heavyweight champion, the Windy City Savage, Rio De Niro. So it's gotta be a damn good reason for you calling me out here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That title you styling so graciously around your designer pull-up. Your sensei picked them out for you? You see, the fact of the matter is, the bad boy ain't been getting the proper respect around Club Rush. You, these clowns in the crowd, ain't respecting the fact that I was here helping to build this when it was just a dream. You see, ain't no rewards when you move in a house already built. So it's time to get the centerpiece for the mantle.
So from the sound of all that, it sounds like you just another arrogant prick that doesn't think I earned my spot at the top of the Rush division. Damn, this is starting to become an ongoing issue with you guys over in Catch 22. The Rush faithful know that I came from the bottom of this roster, and I fought my way to this position I'm in. To be able to stand here today as the Rush champion, you should know better than anybody, Dre. You being the OG in the game, respect is earned in this business. It's not just given to any and everybody with a TNA eye and a sob story. Come on now, man.
Sob story. Only sob story gonna be told is the one you go back and tell the rest of the left-hand path daycare after I knock the Mario coins out your ass and take that title. You say you a savage? Well, welcome to the jungle, because you looking at Club Rush's new super predator.
Hey, yo, Club Rush, can I cook? I said, Club Rush, can I cook? Let me keep it 100 with you, my guy. You can sit here and try to downplay the left-hand path as much as you want, but we all know what the facts are. You envy us in everything we have. My sensei and I respectfully hold the biggest prize in this company, which proves the left-hand path is the most dominant camp in SWW. You want a shot at the champ? You got it. I'd be happy to mop the floor with you and prove to you and the rest of the PC why I'm holding the top prize of Rush.
Personally, I don't think either of you so-called champs here on Rush are worthy of holding those titles. The only difference with you is I never seen you try to balance a bucket of KFC on the belt. And the bad boy already broke out. Now it's time to break through. So come Armageddon Rio, the bad boy era begins. And it ain't a damn thing you, the left-hand path, and all these mouth breathers in the crowd can do about it.
Okay, I see you got jokes. So let me send you packing with the punchline. Since I'm Mario, my title has to be my princess. So you know how this ends. You trying to take something you can't have. And once I stump that big ass head of yours, you can kiss your chances at holding the crown goodbye. Consider that your warning shot.
Strong words from both champion and challenger. These two are gonna collide at Rush Armageddon for that Rush Championship. And it's gonna be Andre's opportunity to show exactly what level of respect he's willing to show on this roster. But for Rio de Janeiro, it's a chance to show that he deserves to be the Rush champion. And it's going to be an exciting night when those two collide for the Rush Championship. That is for certain. But now we are about to get started with our first matchup of the night. And this one has a lot of history behind it. Now, Curtis Carter is a man who's been around the block for a long, long time. A man who you may have heard of from way back in the day. And you can see accompanying him to ringside Brian McLeod, another veteran on the roster. And it's exactly like what Andre Simmons said earlier about how the veterans here on Rush are talking about respect and how you need to earn respect and how people like them, like Carter and like McLeod, deserve the respect for everything they've done. But the man coming out, I'm sure, has absolutely no respect for them whatsoever. Damian Daniels, and you see accompanying him to ringside Austin Zero. These two have been causing nothing but havoc on the Rush roster, especially when it comes to Brian McLeod. You remember a couple of episodes back, Brian McLeod was assaulted by these two. And this little rivalry has only grown from here, and now we're going to see what happens when these two collide. Damian Daniels and Curtis Carter both wanting to make a statement. And in Austin Zero's mind, and I'm sure in this man's mind as well, they don't want the respect of the veterans. They feel like they earned that respect already. Now, I don't know about that, but regardless, we are kicking off Rush right here with this matchup. Curtis Carter one-on-one with Damian Daniels. Daniels with the kicks to the inner thigh already. And this is going to be a very strike-heavy matchup, if I do say so myself. These two very proficient in the striking game. Carter, like I said, he's not a rookie. Him and McLeod both, they're not rookies. They've been in this game for a very, very long time. And someone like Damian Daniels, I'm sure he would love to get a victory and kind of make a name at Carter's expense. Now just wrenching the head and just wrenching it again with his legs. And you see McLeod getting a little agitated. You know, McLeod has a famous short temper, as you can clearly see. And now Daniels getting in the face of McLeod again. This is what I'm talking about, that lack of respect that seems to be formed between Austin Zero and Damian Daniels and McLeod and Carter. This is all about respect. For Carter and McLeod, they feel like that respect is something that they have earned throughout their career. For Daniels and Zero, it's about taking respect that they feel they should have already gotten the moment they got in the door here at Rush. Now, I'm not here to say one way or the other, but I've always been told that you have to earn respect. It's not just something you take. But Daniels clearly wants to take some respect from Carter, but that's not going to work with that drop kick that got avoided. And now Carter just laying in the heavy lumber now, teeing off on Daniels. And there hasn't been that many pinfalls either in this match, because I think this is all more about punishment. It's about sending a message. And it seems like lately on Rush, it's been a lot about respect, whether it's what we just saw between Rio De Niro and Andre Simmons, whether it's about this situation right here between Carter and Daniels. It's all about respect here on Rush. Everybody wants to make a name. Everybody wants to show their definition of respect, whether it's by earning it or taking it. And right now, Carter is taking a piece of Daniels behind as he sends him to the outside, now going after him, and sends him right back in the ring. And now getting in the face of Austin Zero, the man who started this entire situation. Shot right to the midsection. And then those taped up fists on both men. But this is definitely a matter of who can land that lucky strike, who can land that lucky first punch, or rather the last punch, because any punch between these two can knock the other guy out. As you can clearly see, both men not leaving anything to chance, I should say, as they're both going back and forth with the right hands. And McLeod trying to urge Carter on, obviously. And now these two are just going to slug it out. Repeated right hands. Who got the better of it? I'm not sure. It looks like Carter did, because now he's going in with the lefts. And then there's a right hand. There's that punch I was talking about. There's two. And, oh. At 2.5, Carter is able to only get 2.5 there. Daniels kicking out at almost the very last millisecond. But you got to know that he is rocked after those punches. As you can see, he rolls out of the ring again. Carter being a little hesitant going after him on the outside of the ring, but I can understand that. You never know what tricks he might want to pull. Talking about Daniels, I'm saying. And now just more vicious striking. And now got him in a side headlock into a neck breaker. And I think Daniels is cut a little bit right above the left eye. And I believe that happened after that right hook that Carter delivered earlier in this matchup. Oh, look at this. Grab the leg and now into the STF. Very nicely done. You may not like you may not like Daniels and his tactics and the way he goes about himself, but you cannot deny that this is one great athlete. And Carter able to counter. Thought he was going for a pin there, but I guess he's too disoriented after that STF. Understandable. And now, again, going for the strikes. And this has been exactly what I thought it was going to be. Just no nonsense, going right for it, strike after strike, especially from Carter. Now Carter's got him for a clothesline. And he nearly took his head off with that clothesline too. Now he's got him by the head and he's carrying him exactly where he wants him, over to that corner turnbuckle, and sets him up on the top rope for something. Oh, but no, Daniels kicking away. That hand and now a knee disorients him just a little bit, just enough for him to lay in some more lumber and a kick to the midsection to follow it up. And then a big double knee strike. But you can see the damage has been done. Daniels can't capitalize immediately. But he's going to take advantage now. Off the ropes, coast-to-coast drop kick. The athleticism on full display from Damian Daniels. But he can't showboat too long. He's got to put Carter away now if he's going to do it. What's he thinking? Off the top, crossbody. Nicely executed. Carter back up, but catches him with a right hand. And now again, just clubbering him. And that's been his ace in the hole through the entire matchup, is just grounding him and laying in the strikes when he can. But now, Daniels coming right back after him. Kick to the midsection and a cutter into the Dragon Sleeper. And Carter did not see that coming. He went right into it. Seamless transition by Daniels, but Carter able to get out of the way. And another double knee strike. And if those clubbing blows by Carter has been his ace in the hole, that double knee strike has been the ace in the hole of Damian Daniels in this match. And Daniels sizing him up for something. He's going to go up top. But Carter's right back up. And again, that missile drop kick gets swatted out of the air. Irish whip into the ropes. And big right hand. And that might be it. That right hook may have knocked him out. And it did. Curtis Carter with an impressive victory. Oh, wait a minute. And now, all the fight's on now. Brian McLeod, you knew was going to get his hands on Austin Zero one of these days. And now it seems like the two veterans are going after Austin Zero. It's going to give him a taste of his own medicine. Daniels trying to recover on the outside while his best friend and partner is getting assaulted, and now he's getting in the ring, and now McLeod and Carter saying they're gonna fight another day. They did the damage. They sent their message.
You know what? Yo, Tommy, since you want to teach us a lesson, how about we do it at Armageddon? You two have to decide your own death warrant. Me and Austin, I'm gonna show you what happens when you play with the Olympians, most decorated killers.
I don't know, but this is let's just punch me in the face. Anyway, how about it? The two of you, the two of us. Armageddon. Come teach us a lesson. If you can get out of your retirement homes. And if you do get out of your retirement homes, I will let you know this right now. What's going to happen to you at Armageddon is probably going to be the ass beating of your lives. You have not faced anyone like us together before. And I guarantee you will not come out of it the same. So, you boys said anytime, anywhere. You'll accept his offer. Accept it. Face us on Armageddon. See what happens. Your move, boys.
See you at Armageddon.
Well, there we go. The challenge has been laid down, and you know Carter and McLeod, they're not going to back down. It looks like we got a tag match for Armageddon, folks. And it's personal.
Good evening, SWW faithful. I've got a special guest, potentially scouting tonight's competition. Please welcome at this time, the SWW Rush Breakout Champion, Florida man, Ricky Carlson.
Whoo-wee! Man, I know I done heard that more than a few times now, but I tell you, Miss Montour, every time I hear them words, it feels so damn good.
Well, champ, you've definitely been on quite of a roll as of late. You've already had a few successful title defenses, including at Bad Blood against Theo Sakara. Is it safe to say you're finally coming into your own as an SWW performer?
You know, that's a dang good question, man. To tell you the truth, I'm just excited to be able to do something better in my life and to say that I was the first man to hold a championship on Rush. I'm just hoping I'm making Mama Carson and the coach man proud of me.
That brings me to my next topic. Your head coach, Trey Mercer, has the biggest match of his career coming up on The Verge Round 2, where he will compete for the SWW World Heavyweight Championship. As one of his breakout students, it must be a great feeling to see your coach earn this opportunity.
Absolutely. I'm giddier than a frog in a rain barrel. I mean, think about it, Miss Montour. Once the coach man picks up the dub at On The Verge, that'll make me and him champions at the same time. I mean, that's got to be a record or something, right? In all honesty, though, nobody has earned this opportunity more than him. He's been one of the biggest supporters I could ever ask for, and he's never turned his back on us at Catch-22. He's always teach us how to fight the good fight, and I know he'll bring that world championship back to us at the gridiron.
That would definitely be a sight to see. But I must say, Trey Mercer has a tough road ahead of himself. Let's not forget who he's competing. The Gate City God, Shannon Severo, that is. A 7-time world champion, the winner of the Survivalist Coliseum, and head coach of the Left Hand Path. He's no easy feat.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but nobody's got nothing on the coach man once he gets locked in. Don't forget, he held that Starlight Championship for a while and helped turn that title into the symbol of the working man. Since the day he opened the doors to Catch-22, every time he competes is like watching a main event of the night. Don't matter where you put him on the card, he will break out of the pack and walk out with the W.
Oh, come on. I always pegged you for the resident comedy act on Rush, but what you just said was the single dumbest joke I have ever heard uttered from your greasy lips. You and Trey, champions at the same time? You know what, Carson? You're right. That would be a new record. Would be the record for the fastest time that an undeserving mentor and his fluke of a student snaked their way to championship gold.
Snaked? Listen here, you walking sparkler. You could say whatever you want about me, but don't you ever in your life call my coach man a snake. He's got more integrity in his whole body than you got in your little finger. Just ask anyone else in that locker room. The coach man is one of the most honorable men back there on any given day.
Is that so? Let me tell you something about your precious coach man. A long time ago, I confronted him on the state of his camp and made him accountable for his poor teachings. I went face to face with the man who failed his camp, and he had the nerve to call me a warm-up. We had our match at that afterthought of a super rush, and look what's happened now. He is standing on the shoulders of his students' successes and used them as his platform to challenge Shannon for the title. In doing so, he endorsed you, a drooling idiot who stole his way into a championship opportunity that was never yours to begin with.
Well, let me remind you of something, you disco varmint. I ain't steal my way into nothing. All my victories came fair and square. Can't say the same for you, though. I was watching you during the Starlight Sweet 16, fella. Your little boyfriend kept giving you enough inspiration to fool poor Miss Maria Green Jenkins into giving you the win. Haven't seen him in the locker room recently, by the way. He finally break up with you?
Typical of you, Carson. Pointing the finger at me for doing what needed to be done to get ahead in this industry. However, unlike you, I actually removed the training wheels and discarded that pissant when he was of no use to me anymore. Yet you still can't let go of Trey Mercer's hand. So tell me, Florida man, if someone like you ever made it to the main roster, how would you fare when your coach man is staring you down from across the ring and ready to bury you for his own gain?
Now, where do you get off making up assumptions and hurtful things to say like that? You must have not been held as a child, huh? It's funny how you've been into PC longer than me, and yet I got a hold go long before you ever could. And unlike you, I would be honored to get a match with the coach man, and I'd bet my Aunt Bessie's cow he would be too. He knows I could do this on my own. That's why he picked me to fight for this damn belt around my belly. But you still think I can't do this on my own? Well, I'll tell you what, Glitter Bomb. How about we see if this old bicycle can still manage to kick your behind? Then we'll see who still needs them training wheels.
Oh, you think just because you hold that championship, that means you get to dictate things, huh? See you around, Carson.
Xander Starr once again making it all about himself. Doesn't shock me in the least, but nonetheless, we're getting into some more Rush action with a double debut match. I have a feeling this one's going to be pretty good.
This next match is a double debut. If you see first, representing the left-hand path, Blade Andrews.
Blade Andrews representing the left-hand path, making his Rush debut. And like I said, both of these men are making their Rush debuts. Both Blade Andrews and his opponent Devlin Gray. And I've said it before here on Rush, when you make your debut on this brand, this is the proving ground. This is the first step to potentially moving up to either Adrenaline or Blitz. And when we're talking about a double debut, that's even more pressure because you know that the guy you're facing he wants it just as bad as you do. It's going to be interesting to see how these two men collide and how they square off, knowing that fact, knowing that the other guy wants to make just as much of a statement here on Rush as you do. Very interesting circumstances in this matchup. The Illuvian getting another new member here in Devlin Gray. And we all know the Illuvian expects results. They expect victories. So Devlin Gray, if he didn't have any more pressure put on him just for the fact that this is his debut and the fact that he's going up against somebody who's also making his debut, but you're a member of the Illuvian, and with the expectations that they expect out of every person that comes out of that camp, to say that a victory is expected would be a massive understatement. Let's see what happens here. The bell has rung and we are underway. Again, a double debut between these two. And Blade going right to work, but Devlin coming in, just taking him down and now just laying in the rights. And you heard earlier from Florida man Ricky Carson, my personal favorite, but nonetheless, you heard from the Rush breakout champion. You know one of these two men at some point down the line would want to get a shot at that championship. But it's still a long ways away for both of them, especially considering this is their debut. Here's a cover, but not even a 1 count. And now, big knee strike. Blade with the early advantage, as you can see. And now, just trying to ground Devlin, which might be a smart idea if you think about it. Wrenching back on the arm and the fingers and then delivering the knees right to the back. Oh, but a kick right to the face by Gray, not letting him go any further. And now more punches. This is the style of the Illuvian. No holds barred, no fear, just straight to work. And that's something that Blade is going to have to learn to live with throughout this matchup. He's going to have to find a way to counteract that. As you can see, big super kick. And now off the ropes looking for something here, but gets caught with a right hand. Blade caught him with a right hand, and this time he only gets a 1 count. Kick to the face. And drop kick blocked. Big clubbing right hand. Went for the back fist, nobody home. Knee strike. Both of these men going back and forth. Very quick pace early on in this match. And now Devlin looking to go from the middle rope, but wisely Blade able to go to the apron to avoid it, but I don't think he's going to avoid what's coming here. These clubbing blows right to the chest. Trying to drive all the air out of Blade Andrews. And Devlin, quite proud of himself, quite proud of his handiwork, as he sends Andrews into the barricade and then a big shot right into it. Face first. And again face first into that steel barricade. Doing anything it takes to wear down Blade Andrews. And now back inside the ring. And now gonna work on the legs as Devlin Gray get him into a stretch muffler, and look at the strength. Lifting him up off the ground. He's trying to reach the ropes, but he can't get a hold. There we go, got it. I was gonna say he couldn't get a good grip on that ropes to break that hold, but he eventually did get there. And now, Irish whip into the corner. Whoa. Andrews got the feet up and then got a knee up. A foot, 2 feet, and then a knee. That's not good for your health. There's 2 and only that. Only a 2 count. And now right hands. Andrews coming back, and again he gets shut down. Devlin has been 1 step ahead of Blade the entire match, it seems like. But that's what the Illuvian expects. They expect you to be 1 step ahead. If you're not 1 step ahead, you're 3 steps behind, and that is not acceptable in the Illuvian. And I think that's something that Devlin fully understands, but right there he took a little bit too much time. And then drops. Blade Andrews drops him with a lariat. But it doesn't seem like he's finished just yet. There you go, over the outside. Throwing his body in harm's way. But that's exactly, I guess that's just what it takes. And into the barricade, giving him a taste of his own medicine from earlier. And again into the barricade. And it's become a little bit more physical now. And now Andrews up top. What's he thinking here? Big Meteora. Will that be enough? 1, 2, and 2.5. Kick right to the face. And now both men deciding let's just strike it out. Like I said, they know that the guy across the ring from them wants to make just as big of a statement. And that's what these men are fighting for right now. They're fighting for making a statement, and that's a statement right there with a drop kick right to the mouth. Devlin Gray making a statement of his own, saying you want a shot, you want to move up on Rush, you're going to have to do it through my dead body. You're going to have to kill me if you're going to make a name at my expense. And now Devlin with a nice exploder suplex. And Blade Andrews is at the mercy of Devlin Gray at the moment. But maybe I spoke too soon. Small package here. 1, 2, and no. Almost caught him slipping. Oh, but wait a minute. Devlin gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. 1, 2, no. Back and forth we go. Oh, here we go again. European clutch. 1, 2, no. Schoolboy roll up. Cover here. 1, 2, no. Back and forth and back and forth. And Devlin's a little frustrated that he didn't get the win right there. I'd say I don't blame him, but at the same time, he's got to stay focused. And Poison Rana. Cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. And now what is Blade thinking here? Oh, this is what he's thinking. More strikes. And another knee. Cover again, forearm in the face. 1, 2, 2.5. Up top. And shooting star press. Perfect form. Cover. 2, and again, Devlin gets his shoulder up. And you got to think at this point, Blade is thinking to himself, what do I have to do to keep Devlin down for a 3 count? Oh, Devlin ducked underneath that. An open hand strike. More strikes. More open hands. Shot to the chest. And another one. He ducked underneath. And now Blade again gets shut down. Another leg trip. A nice judo throw, if you will. And Devlin now has got him by the back of the head and sends him into the turnbuckle. And now just going to keep trying to wear him out. But both these men going for the same strikes. And they both know each other at this point to block it out. Big elbow, right to the face. Right hand, another one, chop. Super kick to the midsection. And what is this? Flatliner! Unique variation of the flatliner. There's 2 and 2 3/4. And Blade is obviously frustrated. That power bomb into the flatliner. I thought he had it there, but he did not. And the ropes in a right hand by Devlin. And these two are definitely showing why they are maybe the future of Rush here in this matchup, which is what I expected. Missed the kick. Devlin, right hand, back fist blocked, right hand by Devlin. Devlin kicks, strikes, more kicks, and a double foot stomp to the spine. And now Devlin going up top. What's he thinking? Double foot stomp! And that may be it. 1, 2, got him. That foot stomp took all the air out of him. But what a match. And like I said, the Illuvian expects results. And that's exactly what Devlin Gray produced here tonight. Results and a victory.
What's up, adrenaline junkies? You know, if there's one thing I've learned in all my years of fighting my way up the championship gold is that you're never going to get anywhere without taking a risk or two. Playing it safe has its limits, but there are no ceilings for the bold. So if you truly want to leave a mark, sometimes you'll need to venture to new heights and take a leap of faith. Where you land, well, that's all on you. Trial by flight will instill in you everything it takes to be a successful daredevil. But only if you are tough enough to take the punishment that comes with the territory. Think you have what it takes to soar with the best of us? Sign up for the breakout here on the SWW Patreon today, and you'll have access to the Performance Center, where you can learn one-on-one from yours truly and start building your legacy on SWW Rush. Sound good? Then what are you waiting for? Take that leap of faith right now and show me that you have the heart, that you have the discipline, that you have the guts to be the next big thing in SWW. The journey to stardom begins here. See you in flight school, soldier.
We are back on Rush, and we are about to hear from the woman who, in many people's opinion, should be the #1 contender for the Rush Women's Championship right now, but was screwed on the last episode of Rush. Elizabeth Jinsong had the match won on the last episode to become #1 contender for the Rush Women's Championship, but it was not to be when Maeve cost her that opportunity at the championship. And you gotta believe that Elizabeth has a lot on her mind after that. And we are about to hear what Elizabeth has to say after that assault on the last episode.
Of the last episode of Rush, I was this close to becoming the #1 contender for the Rush Women's Championship. This close to achieving a dream that I have had since the moment I stepped in to the Performance Center. But one woman stood in my way. One woman took it upon herself to get in my business yet again, and her name is Maeve. Now, I don't know what your problem is with me. Ever since I pinned you with bad blood, you've had it out for me. Whether it's attacking me from behind or costing me title matches. And honestly, it doesn't even matter anymore. Because now the only thing that I want is you in this ring with me, one-on-one. So I could give you the beating that you deserve. So come out here, tell it you're right now, so we can finish this.
Well, Elizabeth calling out Maeve. Again, I don't blame her after what happened on the last episode of Rush. And it seems like Maeve is going to give a response. And quite honestly, like I said, Elizabeth had the match won on the last episode, but for some reason, Maeve decided to take it upon herself to cost Elizabeth the match. And it's going to be very interesting to hear what Maeve has to say as to why she did what she did on the last episode.
Oh, Elizabeth, do you think it's that simple? Let me be honest with you. The reason I cost you the title match last week, it's because you don't deserve it. Let's go back to bed, blood. Charlie, I had you beaten several times in the match, and I give you at last a little bit of credit. You cuffed me in a pin and beat me. Guarantee you didn't when I rarely competed for 10 minutes. But what happened after that? Oh, that's right. You failed! You had the biggest opportunity of your career, and was it, huh? But me? Ha! I did something that you didn't have the guts to do. I stepped out of the shadows of this place. I called it out success when I was the season premiere of Blitz, while you running nursing your little arm. Oh, and was so little challenge goes your answer. Die Antwort lautet nein. Ha! I have bigger things to do than waste your time with someone who doesn't even deserve my attention.
Well, Maeve making it clear she wants nothing to do with Elizabeth and nothing to do with her challenge. But you know Elizabeth's not going to let this stand by any means, especially when there was a championship on the line. She wanted that #1 contendership, and it was taken away from her. She's not going to rest until she gets her hands on Maeve. But right now, we got to move on to our next matchup here on Rush, and this one should be a good one.
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Representing the Illuvian, Jason.
Now, the Illuvian have already gotten a victory here tonight. We saw what Devlin Gray did just a few moments ago and how he secured a victory, and now we're going to see another member of the Illuvian here in this matchup, as Jason Prince goes one-on-one with Johnny D. And this should be very, very interesting between these two. Again, I said it earlier tonight, and I'm going to say it again. A lot of the people here on Rush are bringing up the word respect. And you want to talk about people that want respect, people that earn respect. Johnny D's one man that I've seen. I have the utmost respect for this man, personally. But tonight, it's not just about making it about respect. It's about making a statement and moving up the ranks here on Rush. And I know that's exactly what this man is looking to do, if it's up to him. Johnny D representing Catch 22. And you heard it earlier tonight, the coach of Catch 22, Trey Mercer, has a shot at the SWW World Heavyweight Championship at On the Verge Round 2. And you know for a fact that inspires everyone in Catch 22 to up their game as well. You want to talk about upping your game when your coach is in the main event of a live spectacular. That's exactly what Johnny D is looking to do right here. Look at this. Not even wasting any time. You want to talk about a man who may be the next big star here on Rush, or maybe even in all of SWW. Johnny D is definitely on that list, but don't count Jason Prince out either. Look at this. Nice power bomb. And like I said just about 2 minutes ago, I said about this match being about making a statement. Looks like Johnny D is trying to make a statement here with his fists and with his actions, speaking louder than words, rigging the arm and giving him a huge clothesline. And Jason has not been able to get out of the box at all in this match. And I don't think Johnny's going to let him have any at this point. Oh, just ran through that clothesline and then just trucks him with a pounce. And Johnny's like, is this all you got? Obviously, Johnny D has come to make a name and make a statement. He's not come to mess around. As if he ever does, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen a day where Johnny D doesn't mess around. Big headbutt. Let me put it to you like this. I don't think I've ever seen a day where Johnny D has taken, quote unquote, a day off. As long as I've been here on Rush, Johnny D has always been about business. He's always been about handling business, whether people like the way he does it or not. That's always been his MO. That's always been his style since the day I stepped foot in here and met this man. And Jason Prince is finding out the hard way exactly what happens when you are in Johnny D's way. And Jason has got to find some way to get in this matchup because he has not had anything until this point. Oh, he ducked out of the way. Got a shot in the midsection. Now, Jason with a big knee strike, and that might be the opening he needs. Because like I said, he's been blitzed, no pun intended, from the moment this matchup started. Oh, but Johnny D's right back up. Shot right to the thigh. And Johnny's like, give me another shot. And Johnny again, he's like, give me your best shot. Hit me as hard as you possibly can. Try to knock me on my ass again. Give me your best shot, and then I'll give you one even harder. And Johnny's like, get up, I got some more for you. Military press. Making it look easy. And then just slamming him down. Johnny D is not here to play games. In the corner. And almost takes his head off with a lariat. And Jason is retreating to the corner. Oh, got out of the way of that drop kick. And now Jason's trying to do anything he can to get back in this matchup. There's an explosive suplex. And Johnny D may have tired himself out. I'm not going to speak for him, but Jason's finally getting some kind of, well, I was going to say getting some offense going until he got caught with that pop-up power bomb. 1, 2, no. And Johnny even looked a little surprised by that. Can't say I blame him, honestly. Like I said, I thought this thing was wrapped up after that power bomb, but I admit to being wrong. Jason is showing a lot of fight in this match. And now, big kick to the midsection. And big Saito suplex. And now Jason was going up top. Thought better of it. Twisting splash in the corner. And now what's he thinking here? He can't waste time. He's going up to the top. Oh, Johnny D's up. And a big right hand. And a second one. And, went for something there, but got a right hand by Prince. Prince off the rope and a nice headbutt. Caught him right on the bridge of the nose, it looks like. There's 2 and no. I think he caught him so good he might have busted Johnny D open with that. And that might be what he needs, but I think that might also, at the same time, piss Johnny D off a little bit. And there's a discus clothesline. Took his head off with it. 2, no. And Johnny again looking absolutely flabbergasted that he didn't get the win off of that. Any normal man would have been put down by that discus clothesline, but Jason Prince is no normal man. And I think Johnny D is realizing that and understands he's got to do a little bit more, and that's why he kicks him in the face. And Prince is out, but I don't think Johnny D's done with him yet. Picks him up. Uh-oh. He's going for a sit-out choke slam. Right in the center of the ring. That's it. Johnny D with an impressive victory here tonight.
Here's your winner by pinfall, Johnny D!
And if you didn't think this man wasn't serious enough before, take a look in his eyes and tell me he's not serious now. What a win for Johnny D. But we're getting set for Armageddon, and you see here it's official. Florida man Ricky Carson is going to get his hands on Xander Starr. We're going to see if Xander can back up all that talk that he was saying earlier tonight at Armageddon. But also, the Rush Women's Championships on the line. Fantasma Violetta against Dulce Picante. Both of these women want to leave with that championship. Who will be the Rush Women's Champion by the time Armageddon is all said and done? We are going to find out. Plus, Andre Simmons gets his shot at the Rush Championship against the champion Rio De Janeiro. We saw these two at the beginning of tonight. sparring on the mic, but now they're going to have to get in the ring and get it on with the belt on the line. That's all going down at Rush Armageddon. Do not miss it, folks. It's going to be a hell of a live spectacular for the Red Brand.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is your main event, and it's a double debut.
But as you heard the ring announcer say, we are getting set for a double debut in our main event here on Rush.
Introducing first, representing the Illuvian, Millie Jordan.
We've seen a lot of the Illuvian tonight, and Millie Jordan does not want to let the Illuvian down by any means, especially in her debut here on Rush. We talked about the Rush Women's Championship match that's already official for Armageddon, but you know, after Armageddon is all said and done, there's going to be a lineup of women looking to become #1 contender for that championship. And Millie Jordan wants to get the ball rolling with a victory, but her opponent tonight wants that same opportunity and has that same opportunity. Now, this is going to be very interesting for multiple reasons. First of all, it's a double debut. The second of all, though, they're both in the same camp. And you remember what I said earlier tonight about what the Illuvian expects. They expect results. They expect nothing short of a victory. They expect to be more blunt about it. They expect not just a victory, but for you to send a statement, to send a message. So what do you think they expect when they have two members of their camp in their debuts facing each other? I doubt they're going to try and play favorites. No, that's not what they're going to do here. They want to see who wants it more. They want to see who wants it just as badly. They want to see who's willing to go the extra mile and how far they're willing to go to get a victory. And I guess we're about to find out. As Raven with the shots to the midsection, sending Jordan down, and then gives her an elbow right to the side of the head. And this is what I said already. I said this is exactly what they expect in the Illuvian. How far are you willing to go to get a victory? Jawbreaker by Raven. And now kick block. And now Millie coming back, but Raven right back with a right hand. Ducked underneath the kick. Sends her down. And a neck breaker. And Millie in the driver's seat so far. But let's see how long it lasts. And here we go. Ground and pound by Millie Jordan, and a slap to the face too. They're not going to take it easy on each other just because they're in the same camp. Oh no. That's not what this is going to be about. They are going to be beating the hell out of each other if it means they get the victory and their hand raised at the end of the night. That's what matters here. That's what this is about. Right to the leg. Right hand by Raven. Raven with a kick to the midsection, kick to the face, and again to the midsection, and a right to the back of the head. And now the sleeper hold. Sleeper hold applied, and a jawbreaker. And now, Millie with a knee, right to the head. Went for the drop kick, but got caught, and a shot to the midsection. And right to the leg. Again, what are you willing to do to get a victory? It seems like Raven at this point is willing to go just a little bit further, but you never know what you're willing to do when you're pushed. And Millie is being pushed right now. Another knee. And now Irish whip. Oh, big knee to the face by Raven. Both women going back and forth as expected. And now sending Millie into the steel steps. Counts up to 5, but Raven getting her back inside the ring. And now what's this? Looking for a triangle hold. Triangle hold locked in. And she's got it wrenched in tight too. And she did something smart as well. She's got her body in between Millie and the rope so that Millie cannot reach over and try to grab them. The only thing that she can do, what she's doing right here, is using her power to get out of the hold. But you can tell Millie is not in her right frame of mind after that. But she's doing everything she can to come back. I respect that. And now, going for this STO she was trying for earlier. Now what's Millie thinking here? Big uppercut in the corner. And Millie in control now. But Raven right back up and a capital kick. Taking down Millie. In the cover. There's 2. Nope. Just a 2 count. And Millie in bad state right now. There's another knee. And that might have knocked her out. Oh, 2.5. And Raven clearly frustrated that Millie was able to kick out of that knee. Shot to the midsection. Big chop. And now more strikes by Millie Jordan taking down Raven. And I think if Millie's going to be successful in this match, she's got to be more aggressive. She's got to use her strikes and use her quickness as well. Raven kicking Millie away. And now look at this. Raven telling her, get up. Show me something. Get up and show me something, or I'll show you myself. And now Millie with a kick to the inner thigh. Irish whip, and nice arm drag. Oh, but got caught. Small package. Cover off the small package. There's 2 and no. Now Raven sizing her up. It gives her a knee right to the head. Not even giving Millie a chance to recover before she just delivers another bit of offense. And now she's got her trapped in the corner, but Millie able to turn it around. And now what's she thinking here? Look out, Frankensteiner, no! Dropped on the knees, and now she gets knees to the midsection twice in a row. 1, 2, no, 2.5. Millie just barely getting her shoulder up. And I mean barely. And now Raven sending Millie to the floor. Like I said before, this is not something. Jesus! Tilt-a-whirl DDT on the outside. I said it before. This is not for the weak at heart. Because the Illuvian expects results. And now, Dragon Sleeper. But Millie quickly getting out of it. And now Millie trying to fight back here against Raven. And Raven, like I said, she's been the aggressor in this matchup. Millie's been using more of her quickness and her strikes to take advantage when she's had one. But now Millie looking for something here, maybe a brainbuster perhaps. No, chop block by Raven. And like I said, Raven willing to do anything it takes, which is what I expect the Illuvian wants. And now again to this triangle choke. And again separating herself and Millie from the ropes. So Millie has to use all of her power, and this time instead of powering out, she just gives her some right hands. Because I think that's all she could do. That's all she could deliver were right hands. And now head scissors taking down Millie. And I said this earlier, these two aren't going to go easy on each other just because they're in the same camp. Raven is willing to do anything it takes. And now, off the ropes. And, went for something, but Millie kicked her right in the jaw. And big DDT. Spiked her in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and And this may be the opening Millie needs to get back in this match. Again, she has to do something and do it quickly. Right to the knee. And now working the leg, which might be a smart idea. Try to slow Raven down a little bit. And now it's got a heel hook locked in. Got a heel hook locked in, and Raven nowhere to go. Got all of Millie's body weight locked in on that heel hook. But Raven able to kick her in the face and get out of that. And now Raven with the double axe handles. Rolling through with a kick right to the side of the head. Millie backed up into the corner. And the midsection sends her down. And now Raven running in with a knee right to the face. Raven looking for something here. Went for another knee. And nobody home. And now Millie, cradle DDT. And that has to be it for Raven here. 1, 2, no! I thought that was it, but it was not. You have got to respect the resiliency of Raven with the kick out like that. Anyone else would have been done after a shot like that, but Raven clearly has more left in the tank. And Millie is more than happy to give it back to her. Shot to the face. Missed that kick. Big chop. Right hand by Raven. And a right hand by Millie. Both of these women wanting to show up and show out in their debuts here in the main event on Rush. I don't blame them, especially when you know that the Illuvian are watching. What are you willing to do? What kind of lengths are you willing to go to? We just saw it there where Raven giving a back fist to Millie. To the midsection, more strikes by Raven Sylvester here. Not letting up, not wasting a moment. Realizing the importance of a win here in the main event. In the corner, and and a big tornado kick. And now Raven's looking to finish it. Double knees to the spine. There's the cover. There's 2. And at 2.5, Millie kicks out. That weapon was not enough to get the victory. That may have been Raven's ultimate weapon, but it was not enough for 3. And Raven can't believe it, and she has to do something else to put Millie away, because Millie is coming back with right hands. Right hands, right hands. Oh, ducked underneath the kick. Ducked underneath that. And now, oh, here we go. Again, the Dragon Sleeper. She had this on earlier, but this time it's locked in the center of the ring, and Millie has nowhere to go, and she's locked up tight. Oh, she's got that cinched in. This may be it. No! Millie gets out of the Dragon Sleeper. But oh, no, she's got it again. She's got it the third time in this match. She has got this Dragon Sleeper locked in, and Millie is struggling to get out of it, but this might be it. Yeah, that's it. It's over. You may get out of it once, you may get out of it twice, but it was not enough this time, and Raven with the win. And Raven wins in her debut, and you gotta know the Illuvians proud about that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for Rush. An amazing episode as always. Thank you for joining us. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time here on Rush.